In this video, I'm going to show you how we use the software to book the appointments. So this is 1C. It's called 1C. And let's see today's calendar. Here it is. What we do. In this left section, we see the calendar with the appointments, with the technicians' names, the times, the date. On the right section, we see the place where we need to fill the information. So let's start with filling it. For example, we definitely take the address of the customer. Like, I don't know, let's try here. When you start filling the numbers and then the part of the word, it will autofill. It will give you some options. It's making the job easier. Then we need to fill out the phone number. It's a 10-digit phone number for the US. And then we have to know what appliance is this. Let's consider it's a refrigerator. You start typing, it gives you the options. Then you fill the first name of the customer, then you can fill the last name. Sometimes it's like hard to understand. You can just put the first letter. And then the email. We don't usually take the email unless they ask for the receipt. Fee. It's the service call fee we input. As I mentioned, it's $85 usually, but can be different. So we write a description. So let's say Samsung refrigerator doesn't cool. Okay. And then if there are some additional information, some additional notes, we have to inform the technician. We have to write it down. You can write like in English or in Russian. We always write in English. So for example, you can ask more. When did it stop cooling? Or I don't know, when you notice it's not cool anymore, or something like this. What kind of refrigerator is this? Like double door, French door, bottom freezer. You can put this information too. And some we usually ask for the model number. It's like approximately 10-digit number consisting of numbers and letters. Usually it's on the sticker. There's a sticker on every appliance with the make, model, and serial numbers. Sometimes they cannot find it. We say that's fine, don't bother. If they can provide it, that's great. So we choose a technician. So it's Fremont, and I know that James goes to Fremont. And if you see, he has a window today between 1 and 4. So he has a 3-hour window. So I can suggest a customer if he wants, she in this case, today, like between 1 and 3, for example. I picked James, I picked the time, I picked the date, and then here is the main company is called Sunny Appliance Repair, but it has some like branches, sister companies, small companies, and it's not, and they are listed here. We have to choose one of them. Whenever the customer calls, you see what company he called to. So the active ones are Appliance Repair Champions, Capital Appliance Repair, which is in Sacramento, Central Appliance Repair, Emergency Appliance Repair, Fast HVAC and Appliance Repair. And HVAC stands for Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning. First, Fremont Appliance Repair, Fridge Repair Gurus, Perfect Appliance Repair, which is San Francisco, and Sunny Appliance Repair, of course. So let's consider the customer called Sunny. We filled out all the forms we need, and then we click on Создать заказ. It's taking a while it's doing it. And then it brings you this. You don't have to touch anything in here unless you need to change something. You can change a technician here. Actually, let's change the technician here because we don't want to confuse James. So I'm gonna delete James and I'm gonna add unassigned. So no technician, basically. Here you can change the the appliance, or add an appliance if there are several, and then you can change the time, the date, pretty much almost everything. And then you click on Провести и закрыть. Oh, it's already on James. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, here it is. It appeared here in unassigned. As you may see, it's different because every other appointment for today is bold and this one is not bold. It's because it is not sent to Slack yet. What we do is we right click and then Отправить Slack, and then whoever the technician is, he will get a notification that he has another job. We can also принять жалобу. It's when the customer calls and complains about a technician. We have to write it here. Let me show you. Description, for example, was late. And then whatever the customer says. And then we click save and close and it automatically goes to Slack anonymously. So I'm not gonna save it now. And отправить Slack все заказы. You don't touch it unless you are the one who closes the shift. So whoever stays till 8 o'clock, he or she has to отправить Slack все заказы at the end of the shift. So all the technicians get their job. But you don't send the job if you are booking it for tomorrow or like in a week. You have to send the job immediately. I'm sorry. If it's booked for today. So I'm just gonna cancel it because it's a fake job. So what's the why do you cancel it? So you don't have to write it anything here. It's not visible anywhere. So just write something. Okay. So the colors, the blue ones are the fresh new appointments. It's called a service call. Yellow ones are additional calls. It's when the technician went there, diagnosed it, got approved, ordered the part, received it, and then scheduled another appointment to go and install the part. It's called an additional appointment. This one is a recall. It means when we do the job, we give a certain amount of time as a warranty period. It's usually 3 to 6 months. Sometimes we don't even give a warranty if it's, for example, something clogged and we just unclog it. There is no warranty on this because they can just clog it again the next day. We cannot keep going there. In another cases, it's 3 to 6 months. Sometimes it can go up to 1 year. It depends on what is done, and the technician gives the warranty period of time himself. So when they call during that period and said it's not working again and it's the same thing, we book a recall for the same technician. And then the technician have to go back and figure out what happened. But we always warn the customer that if it's the same issue, we are happy to assist. But if it turns out to be something else and the technician can prove it to you, then you have to pay another service call. That's it. Okay, yeah, there are several other colors. Let me find them. It's not here. Look, the dark pinkish ones. It's not assigned to any technician. It's marked this, like, with this ожидание. And we usually write why it's like this. Sometimes, let me see. No, it's not even written here. Sometimes, like, the landlord calls for the tenant to book an appointment. He gives all the information, and then we have to book it with the tenant himself because he's gonna be the one who meets the technician. We call, we're not able to reach them. We leave a voicemail, and we have to save this information not to ask for the second time. So we just put it on unassigned. Because we don't know what time and what day will it be booked with the tenant. And then we click on ожидание and провести закрыть. We usually write down also why it's not scheduled yet, like left a voicemail to tenant, etc. And there is one more color I want to show you. Here it is, this orange yellowish color. It's for the installation. We do furnace and air conditioner installations too, and there is only one guy who has his own team and he does it. It's Alexander F. So whenever we have a request to install a new furnace or a new AC, we book it for Alexander and we have to check with him first when he's available. We don't do like appliance installations. We just do repairs. We only do HVAC installation. How we book an additional appointment. So for example, Vince goes there, he went there on the 27th and he diagnosed something, and then the customer agreed to do the job, and then we got the part. Now Vince has to go back right now. He asks us to book another appointment. How we do it? First of all, we call the customer, of course, and then we click on, we don't make any changes on the initial appointment because he has already been there on the 27th between 10 and 12. We have to have it in our records. We click on more actions, we click on copy, and see, it's already came. The very same thing, just two differences. Look, there is no number, there is no ID. So every job has his own ID. It's a 5-digit number and it's not repeated anywhere. So it's not created yet, and it will be created as soon as I click save. And then you see also it's service call here, and here it's additional call. So it comes automatically. Here you have to change the date and the time, and then you have to click провести закрыть. The same way you have to book the recalls when it's still under the warranty period, and then it fails again, the appliance. They call and book it. So, but you have to change it from additional call to recall, and then choose the date and the time and save it. As soon as I save it, the number will appear, but I'm not gonna save it now. Okay. What else about here? Okay, yeah, when you fill the address, any kind of address, you click on Carta Clienta, you see this spot, this house in the map. This will help you understand which technician can service the area using the map I created for the first period of time. Then you will just get used to it. And then you can also click on any of the booked appointments and see the locations on the map. This makes our life much easier, because we will when we have a request, we can see what time exactly the technician will be in that very area, so we can book. As you see, we have several technicians covering a very big areas. Looks like somebody covers San Francisco and up to, like, what is it, Palo Alto. It's a long way, it's like 40 minutes drive, and we don't want to book one appointment in San Francisco and then second appointment in Palo Alto and then San Francisco. This is just gonna be a waste of time, gas money, and the technician will get mad. We don't do it. Okay, I believe that's it. Thank you.